mostly I want to see how the new ending is like. That's why I'm streaming. Oh, this guy still dies. That's a pity. Okay. It's okay, as long as this guy doesn't see Emperor here channeling. This part is kind of intended, maybe alien dying is not intended, but in general, camera. They did not fix the camera. Okay, I do not want to see. I don't think that's the part I want to see most. Okay, so now we can enter the like the real thing. I'm going to skip most of this because we've already seen it.
Even that.
Yeah, I know.
Its will is weakening.
I don't think we could stun this guy, but this is doable at least. And if we get out, Karlach
Its
is
will is weakening.
definitely good
The
to
Netherbrain's
go.
ours.
And for this, that we can just we actually also know that Karlach is going to die pretty soon. So also there's not really a point to save this. Like we kind of know that Karlach will die.
Victory is assured. This is our chance. Farewell to the Netherbrain.
Well, 60. No, not enough movement.
Let's light them up.
And how easily is it? Can we go there? Well, I think we can if we dash.
How about this?
There you are, you wretched thing.
Yeah,
Time to die.
it's just that we will not have a way to attack this. Yeah, it's mostly up to Karlach and Emperor, I'd say. Okay, Tasha, this is the camera that I want to see. But I think we're kind of done. I'm going to skip most of this, so that, because, I mean, it's not really the same.
The brain glimpse
not
a
really the same
future
thing.
where you lose all the gifts the parasite gave you. A few
And definitely we are not going to dominate the world here.
hopes. No.
Okay. Doesn't really skip everything.
Silence. For the third.
Yeah, I don't think I can convince Karlach not to die here, so there's not really much
Everything
for me
you did. Everything you sacrificed.
Oh well, there's one thing we have to do actually. We have to convince Lizelle to stay.
Loss of a mind.
My power.
It's over. My.
No offense meant.
It makes little. I did what I had, and in spite of your resistance,
Skva, I will be hunt. I must leave. I have nothing more
Well,
to
yeah,
gain
this is
by
like the
being
one
here.
thing we could try. Although probably quite difficult. Okay, let me quickly reload. I do want to get this. Because we're already losing Karlach, and I really hope we don't lose Lizelle here too.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the
failure.
world. I must leave. I have nothing more
Nice,
to gain
thank
by
you.
being here. We fought well together.
Option is no longer valid. Come on. You should always be able to skip. Come on.
The Githyanki are departing in peace. Curious sight in
Options.
a day already full
What did
of
they
them.
do to the UI?
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left
Okay, you
but
somehow
the
cannot skip this
silence of
part.
the city,
That's something new for me. Or maybe because I never tried to.
waiting to be
skip here.
rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be
Well,
free.
they're kind of forced to see this.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me you, besides, I'm sure.
Okay, you could only. Okay, you could only skip when there are actual kind of choices.
Very well.
I will.
Now that I perhaps know you feel
Now,
your skin now itch,
Yeah.
this is it.
I think it might
Don't
be
tell
time
me
to
I can't
Please
skip this
stop.
part.
It's hard to say how you find for all it's
And Karlach. I mean, it really made me angry that I did not get to kind of be with Karlach when she dies, because I promised her. And somehow I could not.
it's over.
That's kind of one thing that I feel
You.
really, really sad.
With thanks to you, you have earned you.
Okay.
It's curious. After all the
well,
wonders
we
and
still have this,
monstrosities we've
okay?
witnessed, I've forgotten what it felt. Soon, I'll deliver the crown to Mistra and be rid of the Orb at long last. Oh, him! Huh. I thought I might take this opportunity to... You're now in the company of...
Okay.
That being said, I wondered if you might You will? Oh, thank goodness for that. We'll need to make the arrangements, of course. That Akaria's clan
Well,
is scattered
I really
far
hope
and wide,
the-
and you'll have
Andy
invites
has
of your own to
has
send
like
out, I'm
something
sure.
about this. Maybe it could be a very nice,
But that's all to
like
come.
little event here.
The day is young, and there are thousands more days ahead of us.
But I mean, like half a year later, it's definitely that Astarion and Gale, they have already married, and
You and Gale have made a home for yourselves in Waterdeep.
okay.
Sometimes it isn't
That's
clear
not
what
surprising.
he loves more, his research or you. But when he looks into your eyes or up at the stars while he sits by your side,
Why is Gale wearing this?
you know the answer. One such night, your reveries are interrupted by an embarrassed apprentice delivering an
eyes.
urgent
My eyes
message
looks
written in
really
a frail hand.
Interesting.
An invitation to a gathering of former allies, those who stood with you
And I
against
see
the
a lot of
Netherbrain
food on the
6
table.
months ago. Gale the adventurer has quickly become Gale the academic, but he's all too happy to leave his tower for this
Well, I
meeting.
guess Tara will be here too, right? Oh, wizards. Well, yeah. Oh, Shadowheart. Very nice
Thou
outfits.
wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it.
This
It
feels
is
so
a
like
great
the Goblin
weapon
Tiefling celebration.
wielded in the hand of go. Know one another once more.
Okay. Nice also. Wait! Oh, bear! You look so... Okay, my secret animals is luckily still here. Very nice. Well, so first, let's find Gale,
Good to
definitely.
meet again.
Do we have
Must
anything?
be careful.
No, not really anything. A fitting farewell. I should find out what everyone is doing. Oh yeah, I guess I was... Hausen is sitting there. Who is this guy? Oh yeah. Wait, actually let me turn up the music a bit so that we could enjoy this nice music. What is Mix doing over there? Come on. But that's for him, so I guess it's not that surprising. Glowing gem, what is this? Oh yeah, Wizard is having his own little house here. Wait, this is the camp of Act 1. The wilderness one. Okay, Gale. Somehow...
You're quite certain I look acceptable? I can't
Oh, I
remember
think-
when I last
I
wore
think
something other than
his-
my teaching robes.
His robe is looking
It was
very...
a little odd to
very
find myself
fitting.
in something so unsinged.
Oh yeah, so the wedding did happen.
That's a relief. I wasn't sure if I'd made too much of an effort. Perhaps not enough.
If only you'd applied those efforts to
Tara.
that thing on your chin.
The day I shave this beard, Tara, is the day I shave you. For both our sakes, I hope it never comes.
I don't think Taran is shaving though.
I won't keep you to myself for too long. But while I have you, I want to say thank you for encouraging me to attend
Well, I mean,
this.
Minsky is kind of eating a whole table right there. I don't think Gale is the most embarrassing
Teaching
one
at
anyway.
Blackstaff Academy has proven such an unexpected
teaching.
pleasure. Sometimes I find it hard to tear myself away. Just one of the myriad unexpected ways life has delighted me in recent months. Even my own city feels new to me.
Oh yeah,
Now I
so
share
I've
it with
moved to
you.
Waterdeep. Well, I guess that's nice. Oh.
You've certainly exposed me to sides of Waterdeep I'd never had the pleasure of experiencing until now. If pleasure...
What kind of
is the word
place is
to
this
put it.
Gale referring to?
I'm just glad you're happy there. When we met, our lives were rather different, and being here this evening, well, reminds me how much has changed. When our adventure began, our troop had no more in common than the worm in our brains. Standing here, now, I no longer see the people we were. Frightened, desperate, alone. Changed. We survived. And we did it together. I've missed them. I've missed this.
The looming threat of death.
No, no. I prefer the warmth of my library's hearth these days. But that feeling of adventure, I confess, that I long for.
Now, Mr. Dicarius, we've spoken about this. You really must find safer pastimes for your own good and mine too.
I have been dabbling
I really want
with
to
the
talk to
idea
Tara,
of
just Tara
capturing our
individually.
adventures with
Not like talking to
humble
Gale
ink
while
and
Tara is kind of saying nice
tales
stuff.
enough to fill a few good
Sometime.
volumes. And when the truth runs out, who knows? My quill might take us on further adventures yet. Now, much as I could spend an eternity in your company, we see plenty of each other already. Tempting as it is to keep you all to myself, would be terrible company if we didn't mingle for at least part of the evening.
Okay, it's a really good place to kiss him, I guess. I think they also changed how the kissing animation is done. Yeah, they changed the angle. Okay, they changed the angle too much. Did they even fix it? Okay, they fixed it. What kind of camera angle is this? Tara is kind of licking her paws. A bit
I
funny.
love you. Now go on, before I change my mind.
It's okay, it's a good one. Wait, Tara! I don't want Tara to be gone. Wait, I want to talk to her. Hey.
Oh, hello, darling. I wasn't sure you'd make it. Are you? Withers and I have a regular correspondence. He's joined me and Mrs. Decarios for a luncheon on more than one occasion. Of course, we'd love to
How
see
do you guys
yourself
all
and
know each
Gale
other?
more often, but you keep him so very busy, and we hate to impose.
Oh, so Tara doesn't really live with Gale and Astarion in the tower, I guess. Okay. Okay. I think 4 is a really mean answer here. What kind of dialogue is this?
I suppose you do. All I ever wanted was for Gale to settle down, but now that he has, I miss him.
Oh.
Yes, I am. And you're
The
a dear
last
for
option
putting
is
up with this
somehow
cranky old
staying there.
Cressim.
To get over
I
it.
may show my claws now and then, but I hope I never scratch you too deeply. Gale, on the other hand, the way he leaves his potions in absolute disarray. I know for certain he wasn't raised in a barn, but you'd never know it. We must begin our campaign to set him on the straight and narrow when we return home. Now, enjoy your party.
Okay, this is
You've
fun.
quite earned it, if the balladeers are to be believed.
And well, now we are near this
Old friend. I thought slaying Vlaakith's hunters in the Cliffs of Swords Teeth might be the month's pinnacle. But I was wrong. Being right here, with you, is an infinitely greater pleasure.
I actually don't know what the ending means for Lizelle. Like, what is she doing exactly? I actually don't know.
Were it not for you, I might not have known the value of partnership, connection. I found new allies now. New
Somehow
friends.
I feel like Lizelle's here.
People I
has
trust
some
and who
new
trust me
models
in
here.
return. We've heard
It's not
word of a
bad.
Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult, the last of Vlaakith's Sword Coast strongholds. Perhaps you might join us. Sneak in under cover of
Okay.
night. We slit
I'm not
every
sure
last
if I
throat
should
till
be
you feed
doing
until
this,
your
but-
belly's full.
If I just leave without even telling Gale that we're going to do this. I feel like Gale is going to be pretty mad, but we could try it, I guess. We do have a save right before, so.
Ah, your endless charms are exceeded only by your endless appetites, Astarion. Now go, mingle while you can. That's the word, right? Mingle? There is plenty of time yet for slicing scalps and tasting blood.
Okay. I feel like everyone's camping place has changed, or like most people's camping place has changed. But why is Housing just eating here?
You would
by
think someone
himself?
of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more. Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
You sound like you need a hug. I mean, it would be really nice to. Yeah.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Okay. It's always nice to hug him, I guess.
That was more than worth the wait. That was more than worth the wait? Oh, I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into
really
a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together. In a manner of speaking, yes. Though it is a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. True balance is no simple, fixed thing. I see that now. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of. You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie.
I don't
have
even
an
know what I'm
ulterior
doing,
motive
like,
in wishing
myself,
to hear all.
actually.
It is the children,
Like, apart
you see,
from, like, the
my
water
charges.
what actually
Their appetite
is
for
a certain
bedtime
thing.
tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Oh, I feel like this is a bit too flirty at this point. I'm not sure if. Let's see. What
I am
have.
all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Deception. It's okay. Yeah, it's a quite easy deception.
You are truly incapable of disappointing. The children shall be wrapped, and have no fear. All due credit shall be given to the tale's originator. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Oh yeah.
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods as far as I'm concerned. I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demanded. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be. On occasion, but
Wait,
I prefer
you're
not
not going to
interfere.
just hug them wherever you want
Francesca
to.
of the High Forest is
Ah, very nice
archdruid now,
idea.
and by all accounts,
But
she
I
has
mean,
proven
Hauser
to be a
is really
steady
not the
and
one to
wise
turn down
influence.
a hug, so I
Even
guess that's
Korga
fine.
may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this.
What is it?
Ducks
Oh,
are my
oh, the
favorite,
duck.
but
That's really cute.
I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong.
Ah,
Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
doesn't do anything.
Oh, I am well aware, trust me. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on, enjoy the festivities.
Oh, I don't received little duck. A duck? Oh, that is so cute. Okay, well, it's
God, I smell like a 70-year-old cinder. Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. Well, never mind that. By the
oh,
stars
that's kind
light
of the
and
sad
the moon's
part.
glow.
Somehow,
It's
well,
so good to
didn't
see you,
go
Astarion.
with Karnak.
I suppose you've been slinking in the night for the occasional
It's
feast.
from the ones in the street.
Pity you can't be there for the Hell Hunt. You'd grow fat from infernal drippings. The demons I've disintegrated, the devilkin I've gutted. The stories I could tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me. Yes, but just the one, or I'll be yammering all night. You want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx? The three-tusked Orthon? Or the invading Goristroi?
What is the first one? I don't understand it.
Styx devils, they're called. They usually prefer the frozen wastes of Stygia, but Zariel's got a few of her own for guarding the River of Blood. Fat bastards, all of them. Was on the heels of Amerigan who'd been stalking the wild hills and sprinted a little too close to the Styx. I felt my mind start to drain. An Amnitsu speciality. Bought just enough time for one of its minions to grab me and dangle me over the river. Could feel the Styx tugging at my memories as I hung over it, eager to drink me dry. Good thing I never touched foot in the hells without my companion wolf, Lily. She was just the distraction I needed. She nipped at the minion's heels and I leapt from its grasp, unsheathed my short swords, and rushed at the Amnitsu in a fury. When we'd finished, all that remained was a pair of paltry wings atop a pile of viscera. I wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, to battle together, just like the old days. I suppose that's my way of saying I miss you. Tonight, I toast not just the people we've become, but the people we were. Warriors, winners, saviors. I've seen him more than a few times, and he's
That's
as
nice.
proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. I won't lie. Losing the Eldritch Blasts and the Hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. So I stoked new fires in myself, using the lessons my father once taught me. The Blade of Avernus is a ranger, a hunter of the most hellish prey.
Adventure, really? Well, that will be fun.
I've missed you too. And your cunning tongue, of course. And did I mention your hair? I might have missed that most of all. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear. I can't imagine not having you at my side. Go on,
Okay.
the night's
This
young.
is a very
You
nice
shouldn't waste a
conversation
moment
we're
of
having
it.
here.
Or waste a single
But I see
drop
some
of wine for that
newspapers
matter. I plan on downing half a bottle
right
myself.
here, and
Oops. Did
I
I
guess
say
we
half a
could read
bottle?
them.
I meant half a dozen.
Half a dozen. Oh yeah, we have plenty of wine here. Okay, what is the newspaper writing? Storm's army dispersed. Okay. Almond cakes. Okay. Stone Lord killed by beloved ranger. Okay. What is... I mean, Minx is definitely still here. Okay, we did that.
Cool,
Gale
fresh
somehow
air.
got
By the living gods, I needed it.
exclusive interview. Okay. Oh yeah, Gondians. Wow. We did try to help out with that part. Oh yeah, Cultus. Nice. They are finally gone from that place. Oh yeah, this is a bit annoying, I guess. Oh yeah, the curse is lifted. Good. Structure found beneath House of Grief. Yeah, the Shard's Temple. Assassination. I feel like that's a huge fight. That's not even like assassination. Oh yeah, this part. They still haven't figured that out. Well, I guess Astarion will not be back, so... This is Saphira's art school, I guess? Yeah, that's good. Oh hey, we also saved this art gallery. And the monuments. Okay. Chest of a lot of letters. Well, let's read this later because I think we still have a lot of people that we haven't spoken to.
Quick
Well, I saw Minsk was kind of eating here. Dagger +1. What did you guys even do? Why is Dagger +1 here? Well, anyway. Cave Bear. What Cave Bear?
It truly is splendid to see everyone
Okay,
gathered
what
together
Cave
again.
Bear? This
If
is
only
housing
for a
after
night.
all.
I hope the sun does not make haste to rise on us.
Okay, I should not try to disrupt this. Apparently, housing is having a lot of fun as. Wait, what is Shadowheart doing?
There you are. Starting to wonder if you'd show up. say that with a straight face after all the times I had to come to your aid. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Oh, I think that's another very nice hug. It's really good to get to hug Shadowheart.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less jumping and scrounging
I
off
mean,
the
I guess
land,
that's some
take it.
compliment to Gale's cooking, so. Yeah, she's really sweet.
Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. Don't tell me you miss living off whatever scraps we found in crates and barrels. I'm glad you seem well. Truly. I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear
I
you
think
say it all
Shadowheart
the same.
is living with her parents, or I would kind of guess.
Found a little cottage. Abandoned, half ruined. There's a lot of such places to be found thanks to the Absolute's armies. I've been making it my own.
Horror parents.
Healing. Learning to live again. It's hard to think of all that was robbed from them, but they're intent on making every day count for double. My mother's mind still drifts every now and again, but she has more good days than not so good days.
Oh, apple pie.
She taught me her recipe for apple and plum pie, and when I tasted it, I actually remembered it from when I was a little girl. Some things can't be taken from you, it seems. Father's making himself useful, helping me fix up the cottage and caring for the animals. You should see the amount I have
This
now.
heart is really cute.
He's been waiting years for this. Now he can't stop smiling. Sorry, I'm rambling. Family life and pastry recipes probably aren't the most interesting topics for such a historic reunion. I couldn't have said it better myself. Just be sure to take your own advice whenever you can. You've earned it. Must I? You presume a great deal.
She's not curious
I'm
at all.
joking.
Okay.
Of course I want to know. Tell me all. I suppose the world is your buffet now. Just be careful not to overindulge on innocent young necks, or you may find a mob after you. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves. I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it all the same. We're more than capable. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars.
Well, if you play tabletop D&D, you kind of know that
Don't be a stranger.
like finding a common time for, I don't know, 5 or 6 people is like one of the most difficult things to do here.
Perhaps the bard knows some of my favorites. Unless my
Oh,
taste in
actually,
music is too
this
antique,
Scratch.
of course.
A familiar sight.
Okay.
Scratch
They did
can't
not
quite
fix the
speak
camera
around the
angle,
thing
but
he has
okay,
in his mouth.
it's not surprising to me at all, so. Wait, that's the Astral Prism though. How did he find that? But I mean, it's useless right now.
It's so nice to see you again. You smell different, but not too different. I missed your smell, but this thing I found had you all over it. I brought it for you, and I thought perhaps you'd like to throw it?
I'm not sure if we play it. Okay, I think
I
we
certainly
should play
have,
with it.
and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
Well, this is kind of the most important item, yeah, in all of the among all the things you could have, but now it's pretty much not doing anything, so...
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
Do you even have to ask?
Yes. I mean, we would... Like the dog, and I mean, even we have a like armored owlbear now. It's so huge. It's like
Friend? Friend! You came!
it's like 10 times larger
Big
than
brother
before.
Scratch too! Happy.
Can I pet him?
Yes, big. But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things. Like Big Brother. Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken.
What?
Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong.
Okay, I guess the
Tired
owlbear grows
now.
really fast.
Want sleep? Want cave?
How about housing? Okay, I mean, I guess that's how much Shadowheart. You can convince Shadowheart to adopt the owlbear. What kind of? Well, I guess it will be really fun. If it's healthy, I suspect like all the kids that he adopts is going to make the owlbears like very difficult. I feel like Shadowheart is slightly better, but I don't know. Shadowheart and her parents probably couldn't play with the owlbear that much, though. Well, let's ask. But it's more like House is already a bear. I feel like let's ask Shadowheart.
Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things. I like her. I go to her.
Okay, now somehow Shadowheart has adopted the owlbear. Probably unintentional, not like unintentional, but this. Oh wait, we could actually play here. We could actually play. Let me talk to Volo a bit. What is weird?
My dear
that-
friend, it's
that
been
apple
an
disappeared.
age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Oh, Jaheira. We haven't spoken with her.
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventure.
I feel like I'd be very scared to read it.
I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Replicating signatures.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
I mean, depends on who, like, who is that?
Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished,
Oh wait,
you'd even be willing
I
to
think
write
I
a
should be clicking the
foreword?
choices. So
Or better
I'm
yet,
always
I'd write
kind
a
of
draft,
pressing the
and you could
numbers
just
on my
sign
on
your
my
name.
keyboard, but I should
Better
be
still,
clicking
I'll sign
so
it
that
for
it's
you.
easier to see which one I chose.
Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Listen in so that he could write another book about us. I think that's kind of what he plans to do here. Okay, Minsk and Jaheira.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
She's like, I miss you too.
Ah, how nice to be understood again.
Okay, they did not fix.
I have spent the past months
They did
bickering
not
with
fix that
builders
part,
and
but it's
bankers,
very fun.
all to restore
If you
the
see
city
the owlbear,
exactly as
I
it
know
was.
going across.
Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon.
Next year's dragon.
Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Baldorians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers.
Okay, I feel like Jahir is just going to talk
My
about
own son Jor has been wooed to their
like
ranks.
all the
Already he
work
plans crop
she's
cycles
been
in
done,
Worm's
like, to the
Crossing.
city.
Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again. I suppose I am.
We know that she
I
has
tried to
children,
steer them
though.
clear of my life's work.
I just don't remember
but
which one she's talking about.
They have chosen it for themselves. Ah, there is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city. But so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
I hope it's this guy. I mean, we should not say that in front of Jahira, though.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Okay. Wait, where's Minsk? Clothing chest. What? Okay, you get you get pretty much all the clothing you could have, so that you could dress up everyone. That's very cool here. You could kind of play 10 more hours of game just on this thing, I guess. Wait, I was looking for Minsk. And then I think we could do like a little concert right here. Okay, Minsk. I feel like Minsk is like trying to steal food from this table.
We are not dreaming. It is our old friend. Boo suggested a hello is more traditional. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk
like,
to cover.
How did he end up in the jail? Like, what happened?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jahira is occupied with Harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am
I
not
think there's
sure
some
of the
difference.
difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Yeah, it sounds like... Just for here, no.
She told Minsk and Boo to behave themselves, which is why we shall be back in our cell by dawn.
Oh my god.
But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
I feel like I'm the only one that's not doing anything though. Like, I feel like everyone's doing something, and I'm just like there, like living inwardly, man. Like in all these conversations, I feel like none of them kind of have a story for myself. Like, what am I been doing?
lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is none of Minsk's business. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, Shadowheart.
I've missed wine.
Oh, okay.
Had to resort to making
I
my
thought
own
I
cider
could notify
recently,
her that
which
she just got a
isn't
new
bad,
aloe
don't
but
get me wrong. But a girl can't have fun with apples alone.
I may have volunteered you for something.
I suppose it's worth a try. It might keep the animals amused for a while. You might be onto something there, though the name might need work. Somehow it sounds rude, even though I know otherwise.
Okay, about the owlbear.
Oh, hells, what? What another adventure is it? I'm quite content with my semi-retirement.
I was hoping you could.
The owlbear? Of course I'll have him. If he wants to come with me, that is.
Oh, okay.
I'd have offered sooner, but
Shadowheart
everything
loves
was
the
a blur
owlbear
after
anyway,
the
so
battle.
I guess
He'd gone
we
to
made a good
roam
choice.
free. I'll have to find somewhere for him to sleep, of course. He'd get
Stuck
stuck in
in
the
the
door of my
door.
cottage. Maybe the barn. It's as warm as anywhere, as long as he gets along with the other animals.
As long as he doesn't eat all the animals. Can you imagine being able to cuddle an owlbear?
Well, that's half reassuring. Good thing we've got plenty of wild game around. I can picture the look on my parents' faces already.
It's like having an owlbear.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. Should we actually talk to this guy? Can we talk to this guy? Oh yeah, we could climb up here.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Well, how you buy it, Cass?
You have no idea. You've no idea who I am. Withers couldn't even find a bard that knows who I am.
What is the
I owe
story
him a
here?
favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
What were you doing?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick.
Cyric? I mean, Cyric is
Before
not
I
really
was
in this
banished
story,
to
but
the fugue
I'd
plane,
want to see
I
him
had
having some
song
presence.
prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
You feel a pang of divine guilt. Musical prayers went out of fashion among bards when Melil, Lord of Song, offended the god
no.
Cyric and was ejected from the pantheon.
Lord of Song.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
How did the wizards just somehow pull this one out of...
You know. You're bloody right. It is an honor. Deep down, I knew you'd recognize me. You're a fellow bard, after all. What can I do you for? Your wish is my... etc. What song do you want?
A new composition.
Fantastic idea. It'll suit the whole affair perfectly.
Okay, let's read the letters. Official guild letter. Okay, I don't think this is a good one. Okay. Barkus. Well, I guess this one is okay, but not too exciting either. Oh, last side. Nice. What does me say? Nah, stuff. Letter from Ravengard. Arabella. This is Elminster, I think. Well, it's good. Floric. Ah, I like the flute here. And I mean, I know that Afira has made her school already. Ah, that is really a sad part. Elminster, come on. Wait, this is not even for me, this is for Gale, come on. Why is Elminster not even? Okay, well, it's quite normal that he only writes to Gale anyway. I was delighted to hear that you came to your senses. Good. Oh, wait. She's probably writing a Shadowheart.
You don't like me enjoying myself.
Oh,
do you,
Shadowheart Scar. That still hurts.
Surprise. Revelry and community on the eve of revolution. Magnificent.
Valeria.
Perhaps the bard knows some of my favorites. Unless my taste in music is too antique, of course.
A false document. Aw. Wait, Marina. She's writing.
Wish I'd had time to polish up the
Oh yeah, she had her baby. That's good. Oh. Well, I'm really happy that I saved her. I feel like she's kind of the person that I feel the happiest about saving. Zafdor. Well, nice to see that he's carrying on. That's good. What is this? Oh, that Harper. Okay, I'll definitely do that. Message from the Emperor. Wait, the Emperor is actually writing. Okay, it's a bit sad that Emperor is kind of turning us down, but I guess it's also imaginable. Which version of the Gazette is here? Oh yeah, we did not resolve this. Yeah, but we did help with this one. Well, it's cool that Aileen made it. And yeah, that's Isabel, so I think everything is going well there, I guess. Do I get to play a little bit? I don't think I get to take control of my teammates anymore, but perhaps I would get to play. No, I'm kind of looking for the flute. Come on. Okay, let's play a little bit. Oh wait, I still have the... But anyway, I want to play the flute. I hope I now get a new song. I do not get a new song, come on. Okay, it's a bit of a pity that everyone has to climb up. Okay, this guy doesn't want to play with me. I think I never know this flute version. What? The G is not played well.
Past made present. I'm glad for it.
The one thing that feels really fun is that, not really fun, but like really funny to me, I guess, is that you cannot make this kind of sound with a wooden flute. It's not possible. Like a wooden or even like party wooden flute would not make this kind of sound. Like it has to be like some kind of silver flute. Like you could kind of hear it that this is not wooden flute, but it still sounds good. It's just not very good for like a like tavern kind of music style. And also I feel like the recording studio is probably like a really good recording studio. Which is kind of making the sound the flute is making here interesting. Okay, let me see. Do I get to play another one? I actually do want to play this one. Okay, thank you guys. Wait, they're actually giving goat.
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I need.
Come on, Minsk is like, still eating everything there. I feel like sometimes Well is eating, sometimes Minsk is kind of chugging food into his mouth, and Halsin is sometimes eating, sometimes drinking. Shadowheart is kind of wanting to go swimming in the water, I guess. And those guys just do not want to eat. Jaheira only wants to drink. And Halsin is kind of wandering around.
Reunited with friends amidst nature.
This is a
more could I
credit
wish
song.
for?
That's kind of the reason I like it the best.
Looking for attention, Shah. Pathetic.
Good song, good company, and good wine from the looks of it.
Oh, anyway, let's go. We actually got some gold here, but I don't think that's the most interesting part. We need to tell.
Happy. Gonna get pets. Gonna play. Gonna live with nice lady.
That's Patton.
Yes. Miss this. More. Yes. Miss this. More.
I guess we could be just petting the owlbear and the dog from horror, but let's see. Why are there so many +1 daggers? Okay, we could talk to the wizards. I guess that would finish something, or maybe it would finish something.
This is nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
Wow, we've really come a long way. What is that? That's some very nice food.
Now I know you didn't come all this way to see me. Go on. Shoot with you.
Further than you want to talk to
I
me.
know my charm is intoxicating, but let's not be poor company. Go, have fun. I promise I'll stay out of trouble for one evening.
Story time. What is he doing?
Away, my friend! Minsk shall soon strip, and Boo will not see you blinded.
What kind of things are they doing? Wait, Jaheira actually plays. Nice. Let's go see results. Oof. This is a fancy place. It's a very fancy place. You could actually loot this. Well, I mean, you could loot a lot of things here. Wall of Sky to Baldur's Gate, it's also signed. Saber noted on the Black Dragon. This is Sirik though. I really hope we do get that kind of DLC. I don't know what exactly is that. Oh, they are dice. Okay, I see. Well, it's a very nice place. I think Wizard has just made this his home.
Thou feelst it still. She is not here. She who was the boldest. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often?
Yeah.
Correct. Not in planes material, elemental, nor transitive can her like be found. In but 10 days, an entire life was lived. More than mortal years. Mortal centuries were hers. Thy band, thy bond, gave that life to her. In the Fugue Plain, her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon. Recall that in time, all changeth and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again. What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
Okay, I guess that's kind of the ending.
The balance of the world
And
restored.
we'll see a new
The balance of these lives, mortal
Wizard's
and
monologue.
otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you.
Why do they have to make the tent there and having the owlbear standing around that area? Oh, this part is new. It's a bit sad. Okay, I'm not going to look through this because I've already, let's skip it.
There thou art.
Okay, think this part
The
is
dead
the same.
three
So I'm
didst
also
truly
going to
believe
skip
thy
it.
thou soughtst to bolster thy didst think gods the sapling, the whimper, the death mute felled by overest vermin.
Okay, so that's the ending. I have to say, I feel like the ending is very satisfying. Or, I mean, it's a, like slightly not too exciting for Astarion, but I guess that's what's good. And I kind of wanted to load another save of my Gale playthrough, but I could not find a good like before Final Fight save file to load. Like if I find that, I will probably load it. It's more like I play it with some kind of mods, so I'm not sure if everything would be working properly anymore. I have to test it first. If I find it, I think I'll probably play it, because I did play that playthrough differently than this one. Like a lot of things turn out differently, so it will be quite interesting to see that one. And I believe in that one Karlach lives. Well, but anyway, I think that's it. I'm very happy playing this ending. Or I feel like this ending is something very chill, very relaxing, and still very warm after, I don't know, 100 hours of gameplay. Yeah, I think I'll stop here for today. But I enjoyed this ending very much.